What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Clemente Collector. And on today's episode, I have 7 Clemente pickups here. One of them is a really big card for me. It's a card I was targeting at last year's National and wasn't able to obtain it. So I can't wait to show that. And then I'm also, at the end of this video, going to vote for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame.
Batting third, playing right field, number 21, Roberto Clemente.
All right, so I've had my pickups just piling up here on my desk. I'm very excited to show a video, and like I said, the cherry on top is I have a really massive pickup. This is a card that I really wanted at the National last year, and I just I got tapped out. I got some other cards, but honestly, I wouldn't have been able to buy this card if I didn't win my fantasy football league. So I got some extra money, and this is what I decided to buy with it. I will show that maybe at the end. I'll also do my YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame picks at the end. I know some people don't really care to watch, who people pick for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. So let's get to the pickups. As always, I'll show you guys what I paid. I'll try to pull it up on the screen, and we'll go from there. First off, 1964 Topps Pirates team card in an SGC 8. This thing is stunning. My rule of thumb is I am trying to get all the Pirates team cards, but I don't want to pay more than $25 for each one. So that's what I've been gradually getting them all. I think I'm up to 7 Pirates team cards now, including this one. That is a great looking team card in my opinion. I love the colors. The card looks crispy. So that would be 1963. That's the last team card, so don't worry. Next up is 3 pickups I got in November and December. I showed them on the 4 Collectors channel, but I did not show them on my channel. First off is an Allied postcard from 1973. It's a memorial postcard to Clemente, and it's just a great image of Clemente there. There's the back. It's not been filled out. It'd be kind of cool to see one of these with the back filled out, I think. But this is a card I almost got. Rick was selling one, but it went to Lou Rock before I could get my hands on it. In 1962, Post Serial had a variant of their cards, their baseball cards, on the back of the cereal boxes. And the variant was that they put a blue line on some of the cards, and it's a lot more scarce than the normal card with the red line. And I'm going to show you the red line one right now. Here's the red line, if you guys could see the difference. But yeah, I've been chasing this blue line 1962 postcard for a long time. I finally got my hands on one. I actually bought it off of B. Roth. Thank you, B. Roth. He listed it on eBay. But I wanted to get one for a reasonable price with good eye appeal. They're out there, but they're pretty scarce. So definitely happy to add that to my collection. Next up is the O-Pee-Chee Decal Edge. It's right here. And here's the back. The main differences between the two. Here's the U.S. version right here. His facsimile signature. The U.S. version, it's blue. The O-Pee-Chee version, it's actually black. And then American version has a stamp on the back. O-Pee-Chee version, no stamp. And then it may be hard to tell, but the decals are, if you call those decals, the decals are actually a little bit different. This one has more bumps than the U.S. version. I don't know if you could tell that on camera, but definitely, if you like the Decal Edge cards, it's definitely worth looking into the O-Pee-Chee ones. They are obviously more expensive, more scarce, but they're really cool cards. So now I'm down to 2 of my bigger pickups. First off, a shout out to Mookie Chilson. I have a pinhole card here. So this came up on PSA on eBay. So they have the vault. I didn't realize that they also sell SGC cards out of the vault. I'm guessing same company, or I'm guessing maybe the vault company will take any card that's a slab card. I'm not sure. But I picked up this 1962 to 65 Jay's Publishing Clemente card. Look at that. There's a little pinhole up here at the top. But outside of that, awesome card, awesome image. This is a more scarce year in my opinion as far as finding them. But so cool to see this image of Clemente batting, and definitely excited to add this to my collection. All right, and then last off, the big card, the card I wanted at the National last year. I mean, I had a list of like 3 big cards for the National last year, and I got one of the 3. This was on there, and I'm very excited to own it. This is the first card I ever bought off of Facebook. Shout out to Matt from the Card Story. He pointed it out to me and helped broker the deal for me because I don't use Facebook. I might want to get on there though. 1966 Venezuelan Topps Roberto Clemente card. Look at this thing. So, as always, these Venezuelan cards, sometimes you have some paper loss. It looks like somebody had 2 pieces of tape back here. One of the pieces of tape came off. The other one had a little bit of residual. But I really do think this card, it's got sharp corners, great color. I really think this is a stunning example. I think I'm going to get it reslabbed into SGC for no reason other than be cool to have all of them in SGC holders. So let me put the US version next to it. You can kind of see the difference on screen here. So as you can see, the US version, it's more pinkish, I would say, or I don't know if you want to call it salmon, and it's got it's more brighter. Here's the backs, and the Venezuelan's more dark on the back. So I believe this one too has, so let me show you this too. If you're at a card show and you're trying to figure out if it's a Venezuelan, the US card has the copyright down here. The Venezuelan card does not have a copyright. So that's another thing to look for. Okay. But man, I am pumped to have this. I am 2 Venezuelan cards away from finishing the Clemente Venezuelan run. So I'd love to make a video one day with all of them together, but definitely a big card to add to the collection, and kind of cool that it's tied now to me winning the fantasy football league, and with my friends I can always look at that card and think about how I got it. So definitely exciting. So now I'm going to get to the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame voting. Thank you, Jay Kamish, for running this as you always do. I have 10 great channels here. Me personally, I want to vote for as many channels as I'm allowed. I think it's a great way to recognize channels. If you were hoping to get my vote this year and I didn't vote for you, I apologize. It's very hard to pare it down to 10. I really needed to look at consistency of putting out videos and things like that. But the other thing I'll tell you before I show you my vote is if you're a commenter or you're a new channel and you want to get your voice heard on For Collectors, we just posted a video yesterday. You can go on there and vote for your channel in the comments, and hopefully you can get your voice heard on who you think should be in the Hall of Fame. So I'll put a link to the For Collectors video down below. All right, so no particular order. First person I have on my list here is Sammy Thunder, my brother from another mother. He calls himself Ringo of the For Collectors channel. Sammy is such a great friend, such a great community guy. He has so many different people on his channel. He really does spread the love. I love his card show videos. I'm not able to get to a lot of card shows, and through Sammy, I'm able to see the card shows and experience them. So I really think Sammy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for all the work he puts in the community and just how great his channel is. So first vote, Sammy Thunder. Next up, Splendid Sports. Adam has a podcast. It's amazing. Check it out. His channel's amazing. Obviously, Adam is a big mantle collector, Larry Bird collector, and he does a show with Dylan. Adam is a genuinely great guy, and I met him at the National 2 years ago, and I just think he belongs in the Sports Card Hall of Fame. He's awesome. Next up, I'll vote for Dylan, Adam's partner, Double D, Double Shaka. Dylan is awesome. He's been on my channel a couple times. He really reflects what the hobby's all about. He has that childlike experience with cards, and it's just contagious. And I do think he's done a lot for the hobby. I get really angry sometimes because when I think of centering, I think of Dylan. I'm like, Dylan, get out of my head, man. I don't want to talk about centering or think about centering. So Dylan's a great guy, and he's so supportive of all the channels in the community, especially mine. So thank you, Dylan. Next up, Junk Wax Hero. Mike is somebody I text with sometimes, and I've had on the channel a couple times, but Mike has a ton of content out there. He probably makes a video every other day, always talking about hobby news and things like that. I know if you watch this, you know who Mike is, but Mike deserves to be in just because of not just his own channel. He's been on Bench Clear. He's spread the love of the community out there. I think Mike is an important part of this community, and I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. So I hope you get in this year, Mike. And next up, Orlando, A Collector's Dream. When I started my channel, I think I had maybe 200 subs at one point, and I asked Orlando to be a guest on my channel, and he immediately said yes. And you know, I was nobody. He'd ever heard of me, and it really made me feel special. That's the type of guy Orlando is. He's about the people. He's really a great ambassador. I think everybody agrees. If there was a mayor of this community, it would be Orlando. What a great guy. And like I said, he's always giving back. He's always watching people's videos. I really hope Orlando gets in this year. He deserves it. Next up, Chris Soule. Card collector, dealer, investor. I believe that's the order. Chris is obviously the biggest whale in the ocean when it comes to the community. He has the most subscribers. He gets the most attention, but he's a very humble guy, and I think people see that through his videos. I love the thought-provoking content he puts out about just different things that go on in the hobby. He's always trying to get input from his community. And him and Mike have done a great job of just doing collaborations together over the years here. I really enjoy anytime Chris comes out with a new video, but I've also met him in person. Same guy in person as you see on camera. Just a genuinely humble, great guy in the community. So I hope he gets in this year. Next up is Iconic Al, my Pittsburgh brother, and Al did the 100 countdown video, which was amazing. Now he's doing videos with his brother, the brothers duo. I just love it. Al is a friend of mine. We text sometimes. We met at the National 2 years ago. I'm not just voting on him because he's my friend. He's got a great channel. He's got a great angle at the hobby and his opinion on the hobby. He's also a big time autograph collector, which it's cool to see that angle of things as well. And Al's just a great dude. He's been on my channel before, and I hope he gets in this year. Al, keep doing what you're doing, man. Next up, Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. I got to room with him this year at the National. He made a funny joke. He said, "Hey guys, I let you guys get first showers. I let you guys have the best bed. You know, can you guys please vote for me?" That is actually the type of guy Eddie is. He'd give his shirt off his back to anybody. Eddie's a big time TTMer. I really do think TTM needs to be well represented in the Sports Card Hall of Fame. So I'm hoping he gets in. But Eddie makes consistent content. He loves sports cards, and even better, he loves interacting with the community. I think he definitely deserves to be in. All right, 2 left. Next up, Adam's Card Closet, another guy who I think deserves to be in because of his interactions with the community, and another guy who's big into TTMing. Adam has been very supportive of a whole bunch of different channels. I love when he comes on our trade nights on For Collectors. He always just has such a knowledge about cards and different sets, and his love for the Braves is contagious. I'm obviously not a Braves fan, but you can just tell how big of a fan he is of that team, and a Chipper Jones fan he is. And Adam's doing some great stuff. I really think he deserves to be recognized. Last but not least, Shane, Shoebox Legend. Shane might put out more content than anybody on this list. I mean, him and Mike would be close. Shane is a trendsetter in a lot of ways. He's come up with some great thoughts and ideas for ways he likes to collect. One that comes to mind right now is the buybacks. He put that on the radar of a lot of collectors out there, how cool the Topps buybacks are, and I thought that was really cool. And he's done some great collaborations with Adam and Dylan, and he's doing one now with Brent Richards. But Shane is a collector true and true. He loves doing YouTube videos. I really appreciate everything he does in the community, and I think he needs to be in the Sports Card Hall of Fame also. So that's my 10. Like I said, apologize if somebody got left out. I tried my best to make the 10 that I thought deserved it the most, as far as consistent content and being good for the community. But I can't wait to see who wins. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.